Most people look at wearables and immediately think of expensive smartwatches with big displays, dozens of apps, and constant notifications. But there's another category that often gets overlooked, the fitness straps. And this is where Amazfit takes a very different approach. At first glance, it looks too simple. A slim band, minimal design, nothing flashy, no distractions. But that simplicity is intentional because the goal here isn't to compete with a smartwatch on features, is to disappear on the wrist and quietly collect meaningful data day and night. Once you start using it, the first thing you notice is how effortless it is. There's no learning curve. You don't need to configure apps or dig through menus, you just wear it. Steps are tracked automatically, heart rate monitoring runs in the background, activity recognition picks up walking, running, and basic workouts without you needing to manually start them. Sleep tracking is one of its strongest points. It doesn't just tell you how long you slept, it breaks it down into deep sleep, light sleep, REM sleep, and wake up cycles. Over time, this builds a clear picture of your recovery, not just your rest. And then there's the battery life, which completely changes how you interact with the device. Instead of charging every night like most smartwatches, you charge this device every week or maybe even every 2 weeks. That removes one of the biggest frustrations in wearable tech, the constant need to charge. And this removes it. Where the Amazon strap really fits into everyday life is consistency. It tracks everything in the background without demanding attention. Walking to work, going to the gym, climbing stairs, even just daily movement. It all gets recorded automatically. And because it's always on your wrist, it starts to build something more valuable than raw numbers. It builds patterns. You begin to see how your sleep affects your energy, how your activity levels fluctuate throughout the week, and how recovery actually impacts your performance. The real difference between a strap and a smartwatch is attention. A smartwatch wants your attention constantly. It sends notifications, offers app, and encourages interaction. The Amazfit strap does the exact opposite. It stays quiet and lets you live your day without interruptions. The only interaction you will have with it is if you put an alarm, it will vibrate, and that's it. It's not trying to replace your phone, it's not trying to be a productivity hub, it's just focused on one thing: health, awareness, and monitoring without friction. And that's where its value becomes clear. For someone who doesn't want complexity, doesn't want distractions, and just wants reliable tracking in the background, it makes a lot of sense. Just have this on your wrist. Because sometimes the best wearables isn't the one you interact with, it's the one you simply works and you forget is there. The few things I hate about it is the fact that it's hard to take off and you always struggle. So if you want to take it off when you're having a shower, it's quite difficult. Another issue I have with it is the fact that sometimes it's uncomfortable. If you try and wear it, like myself, during sleep, like this, you can feel rubbing it on your bone. Sometimes I put it upside down. It, I don't know if it works better, if it works worse. I cannot guarantee the performance if you do this, but it works for me. It does not hurt as much. And that would be the Amazfit. I really like it. I have wore it for I believe 2 months, and then I have stopped. Why? Because all that information is nice to have, but it's not absolutely necessary to have. I just got it to track my workouts and my heart rate and my sleep. But I was finding myself looking at the charts way too much, and it did not help me do what I wanted. I know what time I need to go to sleep, I know what time I need to wake up. And this didn't tell me much. And it also told me I woke up during the night, which I do not remember. All that data is nice to have. But It's not necessary to live a good life. If you exercise, have a good diet, and have good sleep, you should be alright without it. But if you do want one, I will leave a link down below in the description. You can get yourself one from Amazon. I love you. Bye.